This is the Warminster Town Supporter Podcast, and I'm your host, Roland Millward. Well, just a very brief podcast this week. We're just going to really deal with the match over at Oldham Abertonians, along with a quick look at what's coming up and the review of the league table. So stay tuned as we speak to Mr. Jamie House. Hi there, Jamie. How are you doing today?
I'm not too bad, thank you. You?
Yes, very good. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the weekend, and we'll be able to talk a little bit about that later. But first, we need to take a look at what happened last Saturday when Warminster travelled over to Oldham Abertonians to face the Abbots. That was a bit of an
Yeah, it's not a game that really went our way, unfortunately. 3-1 defeat away from home, admittedly. It did look like I say a sticky pitch. Actually, the ball didn't look like it was sticking too much. The pitch looked a bit muddy, but actually, I don't think it really affected play too much. We were looking sort of good for the first sort of five or so minutes, and then just a few errors led to their first goal. The cross came in from the left, I think it was. Keeper came out to punch, missed it. Eventually found, I think, was it their number 10, Thomas Summerhill?
No, I thought it was number 10. There's two next to each other.
Was there?
It wasn't number 10, Summerhill. I think Vinyl's number 10, isn't he? The captain.
Oh, I see. Vinyl.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's the other way around.
I'm just looking on the thing here. It says Thomas Summerhill got 2. So.
Oh, has he changed it now? Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, they've obviously changed their report since I last reported. I had to change what I was writing down.
Right, I see.
Oh well, there you go.
Anyway, he had a header into an open goal. He was completely unmarked. Obviously the keeper had come out, so he wasn't back. Nobody else got back onto the line. It was an open goal. Easy enough header in the end. A few minutes later, again it was a simple ball over the top, beat the back line. I think it was the captain again ran onto it, was onside from the and then Tylek obviously came bounding off his line, tried to get something on it, didn't. Took the man, I think.
It took the man. It could have been red card. It was out.
Yeah, he could have been.
Yeah.
And then it obviously again fell to another Oldham player who had basically another open. Well, actually, I think it fell to a player, then crossed it back in,
and then
headed back in. So a similar sort of goal to the first one in many respects. And it was 2-0 at half time. So not as soon as they got their goals, really, it all fell apart, really, unfortunately.
I thought that Oldham, all over the pitch, were very hungry, bossing us around. They were going for every ball, hustling and harrying into, taking the ball off our players' feet a little bit. You'd shout man on, but before you know where you are, there was one or maybe even two round them, and they were winning the ball all the time.
Yeah.
They're creating space, chances. It was a bit, it was a shame, really. It just didn't seem to have the
as you say,
level.
Yeah, as you say, Oldham had an incredible work rate, I think, in that game, and they were very quick to close down Warminster, and they deserved the win. I mean, wholeheartedly. I mean, they ran circles round us, really.
Yeah. And then the third goal, that was on 60 minutes, I think.
Yeah, they managed to get another one in the second half, which really put the game to bed, to be honest. Again, that was a cross, I think, came in from the left-hand side. Again, the keeper tried to punch it. And again, it found its way into the back of the net. I think someone tapped it in at the back post, I think. Or
right on the line, just tapped it in, yes, yeah.
So,
just
didn't
a
really
consolation
go
goal at the end. No, just a consolation penalty right at the death, yes.
Yeah.
But, it was a shame that, because I think literally it would have been a great game to have won, because league position-wise, it would have given us a bit of a boost.
Yes.
Because we're currently in 14th position now on 26 points. Oldham, of course, have crept away a bit more now. They're on 35 points now, and it's just creating that bit of a gap for Warminster to try and make up too many places now between now and the end of the season. Even if we win a load, it's going to keep us well out of the top zone, isn't it, currently?
Yes. Yeah, I think it probably is, unfortunately.
Yeah, so just thinking about the weekend, it'd be great to have a good crowd behind Warminster. I think we need it. We need a good crowd this Saturday. We're going to run the social, in fact, I've started it already, running the social media campaign, #MakeIt200. Let's see if we can have a really good crowd, get towards 200 or break the 200 barrier. We've done it before. See if we can do it again. We played the Abbots. Now we're going to play the Bishops. Bishop Sutton come along. What are they looking like at the moment?
They're second from bottom, actually, only on 12 points. They've only won 3 games all season. They've also drawn 3 and lost the rest, which is 17. They're also on a goal difference of -27, so they're the second the second worst on goal difference, obviously on goals conceded. So, but I believe did we draw with them 2-2 at their place?
Yes, we had to come back from 2-1 down. Yeah, we took the lead and ended up having to fight back to get a 2-2 draw down there at Bishop Sutton on a bit of a damp, squibby sort of night. But again, it's one of those things you've got to watch these teams at the bottom. Yeah. They've got everything to fight for now because
and nothing really to lose.
Nothing to lose now.
Yeah,
they throw the kitchen sink at you, and they can actually do that. So we've got to be a little bit wary on Saturday. It could make for an exciting game. I'll say that.
It could do, yes.
That, I think, would certainly happen. And, of course, Bristol Telephones, guess where they are?
Yeah, they're still at the bottom of the league, unfortunately for them. Yeah, still only on 8 points.
Yeah, it's amazing, that team. They've struggled, but there you go. And what about the top end of the table? How's that looking?
Well, quite exciting, actually. I mean, there's not a lot of points separating the teams at the top, really, all the way down to a sort of 6th in Radstock. I mean, Calne and Sherborne are both in 1st and 2nd, respectively. Calne only ahead on goal difference. There's only a goal between them, 24 to 23. They're both on 50 points. Wells City are still 3rd on 48. Longwell are also on 48. They're 4th. Ashton and Backwell are 5th, and Radstock are 6th. And they're kind of creeping up on the top 5 a bit because they've got 4 games in hand on the majority of the teams above them. And if they win all of those, I mean, they're going to be on more points than teams above them. So,
absolutely.
They're
the dark horses are creeping up now.
They are.
Absolutely.
They are,
Yes. Yeah. And Cheddar, who we much fancied at the beginning of the season, they find themselves down in 9th position now with 34.
Yeah, Cheddar
a turnaround.
Not had such a good season for them so far this season. But that can be all sorts of factors. Maybe they lost a few players. It happens especially at this level. So
especially when they did so well last season and didn't get promotion. A bit gutting for them, that was.
Yeah, unfortunate for them, that.
Yeah, so let's see what happens on Saturday. And, of course, on the following Wednesday, we'll mention that now on the podcast, we've got a home match on Wednesday evening at Devizes Town. They're 3rd from bottom, so we've got
a couple of the
clubs.
Yes.
Really, we need 6 points out of those. But
well, yes. Yes, we do.
Let's see what happens then. So you'll be there, Jamie, on the day, I hope?
Well, I hope so.
Good, excellent. Look forward to seeing you then, and we'll speak again very shortly. Take care.
You too.
Now, what are your thoughts about Warminster Town Football Club? What about our recent performances? What's been your favourite? What's been the worst? Your comments will be greatly appreciated, so we'd like you to take part in the podcast. If you're interested and would like to share your thoughts, and we hope that you do, please email wtfcsupporter@icloud.com. That's wtfcsupporter@icloud.com, or you can get in touch through Twitter, WTFC Supporter. Now, if you'd like to make a comment but not necessarily appear on the podcast, well, please go to our Facebook page and you'll see there's going to be a few posts, one a week, hopefully. The question this week is, what's your view of the season so far? And it says, please comment below. Now, we've had a comment, and one of them comes through one of our top fans, Andrew McFerrin, and he says, we're missing Charlie and George, but that's football. Anyone got any more comments about that? Well, it'd be great to hear from you, and really, add your thoughts. Andrew also goes on to say that the FA Vars was brilliant for players, club and supporters, and indeed it was. So let's look forward to next season's FA Vars and see if we can do as well, if not better. So I look forward to hearing from you all, either on the Facebook page or here on the podcast. So please don't miss on this opportunity to get involved with talking about Warminster Town Football Club. Thank you for listening to the Warminster Town Football Club Supporter Podcast. It's great that you've been here, and I do hope that you will subscribe to this podcast, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.